Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get right into today's video. In today's video, I will be doing a set on the practice hand. I did recently do my nails, so I'm not able to do any practice sets on myself. So let's get into prepping the practice hand. I will be using this nail glue that I did get in my previous video. And I will be using that to adhere the nail tips. And for the nail tips, I am using the 3XL non-seeker square tips from Kairose Nail Supply. And I will recommend this nail glue. It does work very good. It helps it's fast drying, so the nail does stick on pretty quickly, and I absolutely love that about nail glues. I love when it sticks on pretty quick and I can just move on right to the next one, gluing that one down as well. So for today's video, I will be doing a medium to long length for today's set. So I'm just taking my nail tip cutter and trimming down all the nails to the same length. And what I like to do to try to get the same length is after I cut the first nail, I like to use that nail tip and kind of measure it on with the next ones, as you can see that I'm doing here, just to kind of get almost the same length on all the nails. Now that we have everything nicely trimmed down, I will be using the 100-180 grit that I also did receive in my last video as well. And I will be using the 100 grit side just to make sure the sidewalls are nice and flush to the natural nail. And then any nail tip, like the free edge that's not so straight, I do like to crispen it up just a little bit, so that way it's less work when I go in to file later on. So for today's set, I will be using these two acrylic powders. The pink one there is called Lace. It is from the Kairose Nail Supply Cover Dreams collection. And the green glitter acrylic is called Royal Utopia. It is from the newly released 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐿 Elegance collection. I do have the link down below if you're interested in any of these products. So getting into the application, I am taking a medium-sized bead of that lace acrylic powder and applying it just a little bit underneath where the tip and the natural nail meet, and I am blending it down towards the free edge. I'm not trying to cover up the entire free edge area because I will be doing ombres on all the nails except for the ring finger. So I did want the bottom part to be this very beautiful pinkish purple nude color that I have, cover color, and I will be ombreing the green glitter acrylic with that later on. So like I said, I will be doing ombres on all the nails except for that ring finger, so I will go ahead and let the rest of this just play out, and I'll come back in when it's time to use the green glitter. Now that we have the lace acrylic powder laid down, I will be going in with that Royal Utopia green glitter acrylic powder and ombreing all the nails with that. So I'm just taking like a medium to small bead of acrylic and applying it right where the ombre ends with that pink acrylic powder, and blending it down towards the cuticle area just a little bit so it kind of overlaps the pink acrylic, and then I will be blending it towards the free edge as well. If you are interested in seeing all the powders from the new 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐿 Elegance collection on Kairose Nail Supply, I did upload a video on the Kairose Nail Supply YouTube channel showing the swatches and everything, so I will have that link down below if you're interested in watching that video. So before finishing the ombres on the other two fingers, I will be applying that green glitter acrylic on the ring finger and doing a full cover nail of that. Now these are what our nails are looking like after the application has been done. These two colors together are very beautiful. Like, I don't know what it is lately. I've been loving like this pink color with some teals or like greens or like a minty color ombre together. It's just super beautiful. But anyways, getting into that the encapsulation process, I will be using the crystal clear acrylic from Acrylics to encapsulate all the nails. Since we do have ombres and glitter on all the nails, you want to make sure to encapsulate everything so that way when you go and file, you're not filing any of that glitter or the ombre away. And one thing I will mention is if you were using the pink lace acrylic powder by itself, doing a full cover nail of that, you do not have to encapsulate. Even though it has glitter in it, the glitter is penetrated enough into the acrylic and the pigmentation of that powder to where you don't need to encapsulate anything because it will not file that glitter away. But if you want to encapsulate to kind of build up the thickness and everything, you can absolutely do that. That is what I do, but if you don't like to encapsulate like your plain colors or your nudes or cover colors, you don't have to do that with our Cover Dreams collection. This is what our application is finally looking like after the encapsulation is done. It's kind of not looking the best, but I will be fixing that up. So I will be using this 5-in-1 drill bit and going around the cuticle area just to make sure everything is nice and flush. And then you can also use this on the surface of the nail as well to debulk or smooth everything out. But I do like to go in with a 5-in-1 not a 5-in-1, a fine grit sanding band or a medium grit sanding band to file over the surface later on. Now that we have the cuticle area nice and sealed, I will be going in with the medium grit sanding band from Nails and Bleeds and working that over the surface just to kind of debulk certain areas that are a little bit bulky and smooth them out. And then, I will just be doing that entire process over all the nails. And for reference, I do have my drill at the speed of 8,000 RPMs when doing this step. Also, I do have 8,000 RPMs when sealing the cuticles as well. Now that we got the surface work and everything filed, I will be going back in with my hand file, and I did switch back to the Tammy Taylor Pill and Stick file. I absolutely love this one, and the other one did work pretty good. It is like a good stiffness or whatever you'd say, but I absolutely love this one, and it just files everything so much more better. So I am just using it to file up the free edge and the side walls just to make sure everything is nice and flush to the natural nail and gives it a nice straight look. And then I do go ahead and flip the hand over in just a little bit to file the free edge and make the free edge a bit more straight as well. So this is what our nails are looking like after everything's been nicely shaped and filed. So I will be using some of these very cute iridescent like butterfly charms, and I will be mainly doing the like charms and rhinestones on the ring finger. So here I'm just taking my Betty Coral rhinestone nail glue and applying it in kind of like a backwards S shape on that ring finger, and then I will be applying a very thin layer of the super gloss top coat from Acrylic, so that way I'm not having to top coat around the rhinestones and the charms. But I will be applying the butterfly charms on this nail, and then I will be using some little AB rhinestones to kind of place around that as well, which you will see later on. After I have everything nicely situated, I will go ahead and cure this in the lamp for a full 30 seconds to make sure nothing moves. And so continue on for just a tiny little bit of details for the nail art. I will be applying some, like one little rhinestone along the cuticle area on the rest of the nails. So instead of using my rhinestone glue for that, I will just be applying a very thin layer of the super gloss top coat, and then I will use that to adhere the rhinestones on that cuticle area. After I have those rhinestones applied, I will go ahead and cure that in the light for a full 60 seconds. That's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!